Hello everyone. As you can tell by the title of this video, today's video is definitely more about taking a look behind the curtain, so to speak, and to really talk about this channel as a whole, because I've got some changes that I know that I will need to be making for the channel going forward into the new year, and I guess a little bit beyond as well. And so I wanted to discuss what those changes are going to be with you guys. Now, I'm going to have my logo pop up on here as I usually do, so for those of you that don't already know, my name is Michael, and welcome to the Sovereign Gaming in Life Sims YouTube channel, the channel where I build worlds, lots, and share my thoughts on video games in the life simulation gaming space. So yes, 2024 was an interesting year for me because I had some significant life changes that I needed to make. First and foremost, for those that aren't already familiar with my personal story, I guess, because I have been very, I've been very open about sharing that on such a public platform, which really is kind of outside of my norm. But anyways, a little bit of a background. You know, after COVID and all that, I started working in a couple of jobs. I'm gonna really summarize it and water it down for you guys, because this channel really isn't about me sharing my own personal story. Really, I just want to share my creations with you. But yeah, after working for those for a couple of jobs after the COVID-19 pandemic and all of that, I ended up getting laid off a couple of times, and the last time that I got laid off was pretty devastating, and that would have been at the end of 2023. And so I spent most of the year of the remaining year of 2023 kind of really leaning into this channel as an outlet, so to speak, just to speak on video games and to play video games and to really share life simulation gaming experiences with you guys. And so that's when I undertook a really large project, the SimCity project, that I have built right before your very eyes using both Create a World, and now that I've switched over into The Sims 3, I have started to build lots there. Now, I want to quickly mention here that I am absolutely continuing on with that project. I do not have plans to stop it at all, but I kind of do have to slow things down, as I've recently, later on in 2024, like in September, I started a new architectural program, and it was really the perfect storm of, you know, me facing a very intense build in The Sims 3 for the next episode, and also combining that with the fact that my school load was much more intense than I was anticipating. Like, I know that in the last, in the Midtown Edit episode, I mentioned that I was just going to take a little bit of time off. I probably would have shared that in the community channel announcements as well. But, you know, I honestly went into September thinking that I would just need about 2 weeks to really find my footing. But then as I started to go further along in my program, it just really, well, in a way, it knocked the wind out of me in a lot of ways, like not in a bad way. I'm not trying to complain about it or anything of the sort, but it really took me by surprise, like how intense it was going to be, as I thought that I was legitimately going to be able to continue to release videos and to, you know, continue building out the SimCity world while I was going to school. Well, that definitely wasn't the case, as you guys would have noticed, and yeah, today's announcements and changes to the channel is just really me trying to salvage what I have started in a way, and to really try and like save the rest of the year so that there isn't as much dead air time on my channel as I unfortunately had to as I had to, of course I'm losing my words here. But yeah, I don't want there to be as much dead air time in 2025 as opposed to the end of 2024 here, because I thought that that was really unfair to all of you guys and all of my subscribers here. So yeah, let's talk a little bit more about these scheduling changes. I'm going to be upfront with you guys. I only want to produce one video per month, and that is absolutely something that goes against all YouTube recommendations and whatever, but I'm not here for, I'm not here to massage an algorithm or anything of the sort, and I'm not here to like overproduce content that I A, genuinely don't believe in, or B, don't enjoy producing or building or anything. So that's why I am going to lower my pacing to one video per month going forward in 2025, just because I am assuming that my program's intensity is really going to kick up a couple of notches in 2025, like from January to the end of April, really, for that second semester. And so I really, now that I have a better idea of what I've gotten myself into, I really don't want to promise anything that I for sure cannot deliver. Now, with that said, I have had a bit of a break throughout the month of December here, and I've been very thankful for the break. And first and foremost, before I even get into that, I should probably thank you guys for sticking around for as long as you have. It's definitely not easy to justify staying subscribed to a channel that hasn't produced a video in like a couple of months here and there, and they've only got like a few community posts kind of explaining what they're doing. So for those of you that have stuck around, which is honestly most of you, guys really are the best. Thank you for staying subscribed. I would never expect that for anybody really, and so the fact that you guys are subscribed and that you did stick with the channel and that you are staying with the vision and everything, well, thank you so much for sticking around. I do apologize for going dark the way that I did and just really not finding literally like even an hour in my day to just kind of sit down and, produce a video or whatever. But, I had to make a couple of choices, and I chose to prioritize my education at that time. And I'm sure that like if you're in a similar position that you would likely do the same as well. So, I had to really prioritize real life at this time. So yeah, I'm looking to produce a video once per month for at least the first, like 4 months of 2025. So really slowing down that pace to a pace that I really haven't reached before on this channel. But with that said, like the good news on that is that I have recorded those episodes and I have edited those episodes and everything so that they are scheduled to actually release. So this is something that I can confidently say and confidently share with you guys in terms of me like being able to deliver on something that I can promise. Like I mentioned before, in September and for the end of 2024, it was really just like the perfect storm of having a very complicated build in The Sims 3 that really required a lot of time and a lot of intellectualizing, I guess, a lot of calculating, I suppose, along with the fact that I had a jam-packed schedule with school, and also like I work a part-time job as well. So there was just literally no time that I could really set aside to work on my channel and all that. Now I'm done with the excuses. So again, thanks again for sticking around with me. I'm sure that me slowing things down is not exactly the news that everybody wants to hear, but come this April and looking into May, I do think that things are going to, like, I do think that my time is going to be a lot more free. You see, the thing with school is that it isn't just the hours that you're spending in the classroom, it's also the hours that you're spending outside of the classroom, like working on assignments or studying for tests or exams, and working on projects and all of that. Like there's a lot of time spent outside of school itself. Like it isn't just a time commitment that is demanded of you to attend the lectures or to attend your labs or whatever school schedule you have. There's an extra commitment that I think that people tend to forget that is on top of school as well, and that's to do work outside of school. For a world that tries to observe, I suppose, a work-life balance. School really isn't about balance, to be quite honest with you guys. Now, I'm not trying to like criticize the education, like Western education system or anything of the sort. It is just the way that it is. And I just feel like, you know, and I'm speaking more so for other students, but when I was younger, I don't think that school was like, people don't realize that it's actually a larger time commitment than people are aware of. Like, sure, if you work a full-time job and you're putting in overtime hours, and like, unless you're putting in like 80 hours a week or even more, like if you compare that to an intensive difficult program at a post-secondary institution or anything, like, I'm sure that the hours would be similar in that kind of retrospect. It's kind of like you're working two jobs is really what I'm trying to say. Plus I work another job on top of all of this. So yeah, that's why I'm deciding to go with a pacing of producing one video per month, just so that I can actually deliver on that promise. And once the month of May rolls around, I'm certainly open to increasing the pace back to, like, I would love to go back to doing a video at least once per week. I know I did, like, you know, way back when I was first starting this channel, I used to do videos like twice a week, and that was pretty intense. But anyways, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. But yeah, the new schedule going forward, once again, going to be producing videos once per month up until April. When we get to April, like the end of April and moving into May, I'll just kind of recalculate and see from there. If I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys, I am looking to under promise and over deliver in this kind of in this kind of a message here. So even though it probably sounds very like the schedule going forward probably doesn't sound very appealing to you guys, for those of you that have stayed subscribed, like, I'm hoping that I can pleasantly surprise you by the time that April and May rolls around. With all of that said, I am just going to finish up the video here. I feel like that I sometimes tend to over-explain things, so I hope that this does give you guys a bigger view of what being subscribed to this channel actually looks like going forward, and the changes that I'm gonna have to make in order to at least be able to deliver some sort of regularly scheduled video for each month going forward up until April or May, where I'll have to recalculate and see what's going on from there. But anyways, I just want to take another minute here just to say thank you so much for those of you that have taken the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope that with me being pretty much silent throughout the month of September up until now, I suppose, I know I appreciate you guys whenever you do watch my videos and comment and like and all of that. Like, it totally makes my day, if I'm going to be completely honest. And so yeah, I just want to say thank you again for being such awesome subscribers. You guys really do make my day, and I know that I literally just said that, but it does bear repeating. But anyhow, I just want to say thank you again for watching. I hope that you aren't too disappointed with the video publication schedule going forward up until, like, you know, April or May. And, you know, if you do have any other questions about the scheduling or anything of that sort, or what my vision is for the channel going forward, feel free to drop any question at all within the comments section. I leave it open, and I do plan to answer every single one of you. Thank you again, and I hope you have yourselves a wonderful day.